Welcome to this edition of Northwest Real Estate Forum. I'm your host, Patricia Wangsness. Our passion is to help you understand the art, science, and timing of real estate by bringing you relevant topics and experts with up-to-date information on what is impacting your biggest asset, your home. Our guest today is Laura Leist, founder, president, and chief organizing and productivity consultant at Eliminate Chaos. Laura is a nationally recognized speaker, author of 11 books, including her newest release, Eliminate Chaos at Work, 25 Techniques to Increase Productivity. Laura is truly a person that every homeowner can benefit from, whether you are buying, selling, or just enjoying that home in between. Welcome, Laura.
Thank you.
So, in your practice of getting people organized, what do you find are the biggest challenges for people getting organized?
Well, there are actually many challenges.
Well, because there are many of us.
So we'll name a few of them.
Okay.
I think one of the biggest challenges is that people don't understand how long this process is going to take. And I say that it's a process because it is a process, not an event. There are no magic wands that can be waved. So, really understanding that it's a process, it's going to take a little longer than you think. Having a clear focus on what you want to accomplish is also, I think, really important. And one of the other challenges that I see for people is that they tend to want to go and shop first. And shopping is actually step 8 of our 10-step process, not step 1. So people tend to waste a lot of time shopping for things that they don't necessarily need.
So first you need the plan.
Need a plan.
Then you need the focus and the stick-to-itiveness to get it done.
That's
and then
right.
when you get it organized, you buy the things that will help you stay organized?
Yes, stay organized and maintain it, which is, really key. But in our process that we use with clients, there are actually 10 steps that we take our clients through. And they don't necessarily know that we're going from step 1 to step 2 to step 3. But step 1 is that you really need to make the time to do this. And that is one part that a lot of people simply don't do, is they don't make the time or dedicate the time. So in the absence of that, it's never going to get done. Then you want to gather your supplies after that, which are typically the recycling bins and the garbage bags and the boxes for donations. So there's a whole 10 steps that we go through in order to help someone get organized that I think it's real important, and that's the process that I'm talking about. Somebody needs a process in order to get organized and stay organized.
Okay, so the get organized, we've got our 10 steps and we've hired you and your people, or we're just going to follow all of your instructions and we're going to get organized. Now, what are the big challenges to stay organized?
So staying organized, probably the biggest challenge is step 10, which is maintenance. And that is a lifestyle choice that everyone needs to make. If you want to live an organized life and you want to work in an organized environment, you need to have some sort of maintenance routine in your schedule that you practice on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. It's really key.
So we have to really change the way we look at things and the way we do things. But if we do them enough, they'll become a habit and we'll stay organized, right?
That is correct. But there has to be a lot of motivation to get it done. And it can be a real challenge for people. I think that part of the challenge of getting and staying organized is that, people are emotionally and financially connected to their things. And once you can figure out if you have that emotional or financial connection to what I call stuff, it's usually a lot easier to start thinking about what it is that you need to let go from your life that no longer serves a purpose or that you no longer use. And that happens to be part of step 4, which is sorting and making decisions, which is what organizing is truly about, is making some really difficult decisions about those things or stuff that you still need to have in your life.
Terrific. So, because we're a real estate show,
Yes.
we do have a focus on buying and selling homes, which is where I come in.
Yes.
So, when we look at people and we get their homes staging for selling, and then when they sell their house and they move and they buy another house, what are the things that they should start with? I mean, I tell them that they should pack what they don't need when they're staging their home. So how do they go about packing and organizing before the move, and then what are some key elements for when they, actually do moving day and then unload?
Okay. Well, one of the things that we always talk to our clients about is why spend the time and money to pack and move those things that you aren't going to use again. So that's really step one for us, is let's figure out those things that you are no longer using or cherishing or need, and let's eliminate them. But before we even do that, what I want to encourage people to do is get a calendar and maybe a blank calendar that you can print out and put your target move date on there, and then we're going to work backwards from that target move date. So we're going to actually plan our, how much we need to get done. So how much downsizing do we need to do? How many rooms are there? Setting some goals for what we want to accomplish each week. The time is going to go by really quickly. But by eliminating the things that you no longer need, you're going to end up saving time by not packing and moving those items. But also in the end, when you get to the new house, you don't have to waste your time trying to find a place to put things that you don't need, or, heaven forbid, should they all end up in the garage because there's no other place to put them. So that's, I think, really key. And then the other thing I want people to think about when they're preparing for a move, whether they're having doing the move themselves, doing their own packing, hiring someone to pack, is that it's really helpful to pack the items for the destination that they're going to. So what typically happens if you have a moving company come in and pack you, they will just pack up your stuff and label it whatever the room that it was. When we work with clients, or I advise clients how to do this on their own, I want them to take things, let's say that there's stuff in a home office that's going to go to 2 different locations in the new house. I want them to box that stuff up to go to those 2 locations so that when those boxes land in the new house, that first decision making has already been done. So you're literally taking the things out of the box, unwrapping them, and able to put them away right away. That will make for a much smoother transition. Also, I like people to think about what are those items that you're going to need first on moving day. So when the moving truck comes, you load the truck so that the most important things that you need to get unpacked right away, say maybe the kitchen and some of the bedroom and bathroom boxes, they go on the truck last. Those are the first items on the truck to come out, and then therefore the first things that you can set up at the end.
Wow. I know that there's more that you could share with us, and based on our limited experience moving and trying to stay organized, I know that we have a lot more that we need to share with our audience. So hopefully you'll come back.
Sure.
And we'll do another whole show on just moving.
Sure.
And I really want to thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching this edition of Northwest Real Estate Forum. Whether you're buying, selling, or sitting on the sidelines, keep watching for important information on topics that are impacting your biggest asset, your home. To learn more about this and other shows, follow us on Facebook or visit us at northwestrealestateforum.com. While you're there, be sure to order your free copy of the Buyer's Guide and Seller's Guide for great information on how to get the most out of buying and selling your home. I'm your host, Patricia Wangsness. See you next time.